Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I've already prepped my eyebrows and my eyelids just the same way as I did yesterday. My eyebrows did turn out a little bit better today. Because I did a red look yesterday, I decided that I kind of wanted to mix it up a little bit, go a little bit more creative, and I'm going to toss in some greens today. This is not going to be an everyday wear kind of makeup. This is specifically for this video. So I'm going to go in with the James Charles palette, and then I may have to dip back into that Tarte palette like I did yesterday. I'm not quite sure. So let's get to it. I'm going to start with my handy dandy M443. As you can see, it's already dirty with some greens. And what I'm going to do, ooh, I got some creasing happening. You'll see that? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in green on this side, red on this side, and then underneath this one I'm going to have a red and then green under this one. And I've never tried this one before. I should probably start trying these out before filming, but it's fine. So like I said earlier, these eyelids are not set. The reason for that is because I wanted a little bit more color. I'm going in with Social Blade right now. That's this green. And I'm just packing it in, kind of outlining how I want it to be. I'm not going to take over my entire space for my eyelid with this today. Just feel like it may be too much if I did. Okay, so I have the green set, and then I'm going to go in with a darker green, but first I'm going to actually take yellow B, and I'm going to pack this on my lid because I want my lid to be a little bit lighter in color. So whenever I go in and I blend all these colors together, I want it to be a little lighter. Alright, so now that it looks like I have gangrene on my eye, I'm going to take another M443 brush if I can find it. Here it is. Same one we used yesterday. One of these days I will clean all my brushes. Today's not that day. And I'm going to go in with Rusted. And the same thing that I did on this side, I'm going to do to this one. I am just going to kind of pat it in and outline what I want it to be. And if everyone crosses their fingers and toes simultaneously right now, maybe I can get these even. We're almost even, guys. Look at that. Today is my day. My eyebrows worked out for me. And this is almost even. It's like the first time ever. Oh, man. So, while we're sitting here doing this, I thought I would chit chat with y'all. And I wanted to figure out a little bit about y'all. A little bit more about y'all, I guess. I know a couple of y'all, but not everybody. So, I did want to know how many of y'all are currently in college or high school. The reason I'm asking is because I know for me, my finals are coming up. And y'all know what that means. I stress. I stress so much. Alright, so I'm going to take 518 and put that on my lid because just like this, I want it to be a little bit lighter. Y'all, look at this. It is working for me today. So proud of my skin. If y'all hear that cry back there, that would be my son losing in Mario Kart. He is excited for his break coming up. He's mostly excited, so the 20th is his like early release day from school. He's in first grade, and he said that as long as he doesn't get, I think he said 3 frowny faces. They do like a behavioral chart. As long as he doesn't get 3 frowny faces, he'll be able to wear his pajamas to school and watch Christmas movies all day. So he's pretty excited for that. Oh, what I wouldn't give to go back. Alright, so now that we've got this going, let's see. So I'm going to go in and give my creases a little bit of definition. The reason for it is just I feel like with the lighter lid and everything that I have, that it just needs it. So for the green side, I'm going to go in with Daddy. I'm sorry. Really? On these names. Goodness. Alright. So just a teeny tiny bit. I'm just going to come in here right on my crease. and just kind of blend that in. So I pack it first and then I blend that out. I haven't had too much time to play with this palette, but watching other YouTubers and seeing other people on Instagram, that's what they have done. They have packed it in first and then blended it out. So I'm just following suit. I'm apparently just a follower, guys. Sorry. But I will say, for anyone who doesn't have this palette and y'all are planning to get it or y'all want to get it, this is the way to do it. You take it, you pack it, then you blend. Alright, so for this side, I'm going to go in with You're Kidding and Boutique. I'm going to start with the You're Kidding first. And pack it in. Blend. I can't see. I don't know why I keep trying to use my vanity mirror over here. It ain't working. Handy dandy compact. Okay. Actually, I am not going to go in with Boutique. It does not seem to need it, which I'm loving this look so far. I personally will go out like this. Okay, so I'm going to take my M441 brush, which is just like a fluffy pointed brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit of Rusted, and I'm just going to kind of fluff it around, mostly focusing around here. And then I'm going to pick up just a teeny tiny bit of You're Kidding and do the exact same thing. So all it did was kind of bring it out just a little bit more, make it pop a little bit more. Alright, and then same brush, number 2, which I love how he has done this palette just because I don't have to keep cleaning these and I can make this crazy look. And I love it. Alright, so I'm just going to fluff it. Then I'm going to pick up just a little bit of Daddy, just because I don't want it too dark. I do want it nice and bright and poppy. This looks awesome, guys. Okay, so the same brushes that we went in to define, we're going to go in opposite sides, so green on this side for the waterline. So I'm going to start with Social Blade, and I'm going to do what I shouldn't do, and I'm going to pull on my lid, sorry. And I'm gonna focus right here with this one. And I'm not packing this first just because if I do that on my eyes personally, it ends up like in my actual eye. And with me wearing contacts, it irritates them, so. Alright, look at that, guys. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with Daddy. I'm so excited for this one. And I'm going to pull it out a little bit below, so if y'all can see, I have this out to here. And I'm going to start about just slightly above that and go underneath. Okay, see how I did that? And then I'm not going to go all the way across because I don't want my under eye to be dark like that. So I'm just going to kind of fade it up, if that makes any sense. So just like that. Awesome! Oh, I'm so excited for this look. Okay, on this side, we're going to use the red. We're going to go in with Rusted, and then we're going to go in with You're Kidding, and we're going to do just the same thing we did over here. So starting with the Rusted, right on the waterline, or I guess it's not even like, I guess it's the lash line, not waterline, I'm sorry. I don't usually put anything on my waterlines because, again, contacts, they get messed up. Okay, and then going in with You're Kidding, and again, this is brought down a little bit, so we're going to start about here and bring it out. Ah! Okay, there we have it. So with this, I didn't really think about how to highlight in here in the corner of my eyes, so I don't know. Let me think about it. But I think we should do something with these lids. So looking at the palette and looking at the different shimmery shades he has, I'm going to swatch a few. Here we go. So here is the green one. So I just picked that up. This is guac. I hate guac, guys. Sorry. Okay, so I feel like that's a little deep for what we're going for, but there's really not like a lighter one in here. And then this is Halloween, which I feel like is going to be too orange. Yeah, it's really orangey. Then there's Shook. That's pretty. And then we have Literally. I may use Literally and Shook. I don't know. There's like a blue green one, but I don't want that. I wish he had like a bright green that was just popping. Let's see what I got in my handy dandy drawer over here. I do have the Gemini palette, which has some greens. Let's check that. I love this palette. And if my mom doesn't stop trying to steal it from me, I'm going to hurt her. Love you, Mom. Okay, so this is Goals. Let's swatch that real quick. God, I love how buttery these are in this palette. Let's come over here. Oh, we're going to be using Goals right here on the lid. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use Goals, and I'm going to highlight the corner of this eye. As far as the red goes, since I'm using such a deeper green, I'm going to go ahead and use Shook, and then I will use Literally to highlight this eye. So for those, I am going to use an M456 brush. I have 2 of them again, yay. Alright, so we're going to start on the green side in the Gemini palette. And I'm sure James Charles will never watch this, but if you do, could you please put a sparkly green, like actual green, in your next palette that you do? Thanks! Okay. So, picked that up, and I'm just going to pat it here on the lid. And now I didn't cut it, obviously. I'm just patting it on top of what's already there. This looks awesome. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Okay. And then I guess I probably actually shouldn't use that to highlight. It's a little dark to highlight with. Change my mind on the highlights. Okay, but for this, what did I say I was going to use, guys? I think I said Shook. I'm using Shook. Okay, so just picking that up. So I'll pick some up. It looks kind of brown. That does not seem to be picking up as much as I kind of wanted it to. I'm going to continue on and get it on there. Maybe it'll look better. It's not as light as I was hoping for, to be honest. I'm going to go and I'm going to put Literally on top of this, and maybe it'll lighten it up a little bit. Oh, it is. It's working perfectly. Okay. Oh, there's a cat hair on my brush. Story of my life. Alright. That looks awesome. We're looking bomb. Okay. This eye's a little higher than this one. I'm not going to mess with it. Every time I mess with it, it messes it up. Okay, so I think instead I'm just going to go ahead and use Ring Light to highlight on both of these with my M506 brush. Just going to pick it up. That was a lot. Probably didn't need that much. Highlight. Look at us. Yay! Okay. I'm going to also use this to highlight my brow bone because I really like this color. If he ever sells single pans, this is going to be one of those that I buy. It's like perfect. And yes, I over highlight my brow bone. No, I don't care. I want to blind bitches, alright? Okay. Now that we have completed this, what should we do with our lips? I halfway kind of want to do like a green and then that, but I don't have green lipstick. Sorry. I do have like purples. I have these from Revlon. And the purple and the blue. But obviously, neither of those colors are going to work with this. Well, going in with our handy dandy liner. Actually, wait. We're not doing lips, guys. I'm kidding. I'm an idiot. Okay, so now that we've gotten this far and everything, we haven't messed everything up. I'm doing great. I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation and everything. And since I didn't show that one last video, I'm gonna go ahead and show all that today. I am going to use a little bit of color correcting just for some of this. It's not bad, but because I have red on my eyes, I don't know, I feel like I should. And I did that in the last video, or I did that for the last video, but I didn't show all of that. So, and I'm just using my finger to kind of pat this into my skin instead of getting one of my brushes or my beauty blender dirty. Okay, so now that we've color corrected, push this back down. I'm going to go ahead and I do not use a primer usually, so I don't know, it usually just kind of gets in my pores and stays there, and then you see like the little white dots and stuff, and I hate that. So I'm just going to go in and put a little bit on my skin of my foundation, and then I will show you how I kind of like pat it into my nose. So I'm just about out of this. This is the wow guys. This is the Matte Poreless Fit Me. This is in Classic Ivory because it's winter and I'm white as shit. So that's probably way too much, but just going to kind of move it around. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my nose area here. And then this is the only time I use a brush, is around my nose. So what I do is I just kind of take like a fluffy brush. This is from Wet n Wild. Do they have numbers on these? They do not. So, and I just take this and I just kind of pat it in where my pores are like super bad. I actually saw, I think it was Stephanie Lang, she does this. And I was struggling like so bad with my pores, them showing and everything else. She said she just goes in and kind of like smushes the product into her pores, which I know sounds really bad. I'm sure it probably isn't the best. But I would rather do this and then fill my pores with the actual like foundation and not fill it with, you know, something white that's going to show. So, alright, now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and just take my beauty blender. This is the Morphe one, the one that came with the James Charles palette. And then just move my product around and I pat, kind of like pick it up and pat. And as you can see, it obviously covers up the green, and then that green, like it's color correcting, obviously. And it just makes it so that the redness does not show through nearly as bad. So. Alright, now that my foundation's in, we're good. I'm going to just kind of pull it down my neck just a little bit. Sorry. Oh man. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm going to go ahead and use setting spray on it before doing anything else. I use the coveted Urban Decay All Nighter. Alright, so we're going to let this dry. And what I'm going to do today is just a little bit of a highlight and a little bit of a contour. I don't like to contour too much. I always feel like I end up looking weird in doing it. So I am going to use just a teeny tiny bit of concealer underneath my eyes to just kind of brighten them a bit. And then this is the e.l.f., like, I guess it's just a duo, and it has like the highlighter in it. And I have found that if I do this, I like to use their highlighter just to add it in, just a little bit, just like that. And it helps to brighten my under eyes a lot, which I like. I like to see, I want to be like more awake, you know, so. You always, whenever you do this, want to kind of bring it up the side of your nose a bit, not too far, especially if you contour your nose. But if not, it just kind of looks like you have like that weird line. And it's extremely noticeable. At least to me it is. Like, that's one of those things I see, and then I just kind of want to bring my beauty blender with me and like blend it in better for people sometimes. Not that I'm like a queen of blending, it's just, I don't know. I'm sure y'all have had the same issue where y'all see someone's, you know, contour and it's just like a line and you're like, alright, now that we are nice and bright, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like the normal stuff that I guess everyone else pretty much does. A little bit of concealer there on my forehead, again for brightening. And then I'm going to go in again with the highlighter on the tip of my nose and then the bridge up here. And I found that it doesn't actually look like an actual highlighter, so I end up having to put powder later, but I don't mind. So just like this. And a little on my chin as well. And I'm not using any concealer on my chin. I don't need to for once. Alright, so everywhere where you would put, I look gorgeous, everywhere that you would put your powder highlighter, I'm going to put this highlighter. Sorry. Okay, so get this blended in. I put way too much there. It's fine. I'm going to have to use a sugar scrub in a minute anyways. Alright, and now we're going to go through and use a little contour. I only use powder contour. I don't like the creams. If I can get this open, there we go. Apparently I'm just in an e.l.f. mood because I'm just using the e.l.f. contour palette. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to try something new today. I saw someone do this on Instagram, I believe. They use like a paper to contour to get like more of a line in there, and then they blended it out and it looked really good. So I don't know if I can achieve the exact same thing, but I'm certainly going to try. I'm not picking up any product on that. Where is my contour? There it is. Okay. I don't even think I used the right brush to contour. It's this one. This is a Wet n Wild brush. But I like what it does to my face, so I use it. So for me, I'm trying to show y'all. I go from the opening of my ear right here, and then I just kind of have it pointing towards my mouth, like this. Does that make sense? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Pick up a little more. Okay, let's do it on the other side. Take my earphone out real quick to do this. Doesn't look bad. Then I don't contour my forehead with this brush. I actually use a more fluffy brush to do that. Ooh. Okay. So just one of these. And then I'm going to blend this out a bit. Okay. And then I pick it up and I contour my forehead because Lord knows I have the world's biggest forehead ever. That just looks like a line, but I'll fix it, I swear. And then For my nose, I just go in with the same brush and I use like the very little bit of the edge there, and I just kind of lightly put just whatever product is left over. Because I was blessed with a cute button nose and I don't have to contour nearly as much as most people, and I'm very thankful for that. Put my earphone back in so I can jam. Sorry y'all can't jam with me. And then I'm going to go in with my, what is this? Sorry. So then I'm going to go in with my bronzer, my Becca bronzer. This is in Bali Sands. And it's it's like a matte bronzer, even though it looks a little shiny in here. And I just swirl and pick it up, and then I just kind of add to it. And this is where I fix my forehead line as well. I focus like here. It's not even like your temple because your temple's more here, but I look like I have a receding hairline, so I need as much help as I can get. And then I'm going to take a super fluffy brush. This is the Morphe 527, and just kind of blend my face out. Alright, looky there. Looking better. My face doesn't look nearly as fat. Going with it. Okay, so I'm also going to contour my lip, but first I need a lip scrub. These babies are dry. So I'm going to lip scrub, take that off with a makeup wipe, and then contour my lip. And what else do I have? Oh, lipstick. We're gonna get here. Alright, so I'm gonna go get all that and do that for y'all. I'll do it on camera too, so. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my Lush lip scrub. This is the bubblegum flavor. And before I use an actual lip scrub, I like to use, this is from Beauty Glaze, it's the Rose Gold Elixir. The only reason is because I found when they're super dry like they are right now, sometimes it'll like crack them open and it's really painful. So, just a little bit. Kind of prep them for the abrasiveness of the sugar scrub. I just pick up just a teeny tiny bit, just like this on the back of my nail. And for those of you who have never been to Lush, I just want to let y'all know this is delicious. I love this sugar scrub. It tastes so good and it works really well. So trying to get a makeup wipe. I'm failing. These nails. Oh, okay. My raptor claws get in the way. I really need to go get them done again. They're not even like grown out. It's just they're too long and I can't stand it. So I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and clean up all the excess, as well as getting everything off my lips that was already there. The foundation and highlighter. Okay. So, because I have like a line now from wiping everything, I'm going to go back in my beauty blender. I'm not adding any product or anything, just whatever's left on this. And I'm going to pat it around. Alright, much better. I am going to prep my lips again with that Rose Gold Elixir, and then I'm going to apply my lipstick. So, okay, now for lip color. Just like I typically always do, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips first. And then I'm just using like a kind of, I don't even know what color this is. Who is this from? I don't know, it's so worn, it's not on there. Okay, so. Now when I line my lips, I obviously start in the corner, just like that. And I always bring it up. So as you can see, it's obviously not just like on my lip line. I bring it up, and I feel like whenever I do that, it adds more dimension to my lipsticks. And I do the same up top, almost like an ombre kind of look, but I'm never trying to actually accomplish that, so. I am not talented enough for the ombre lip look. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. lip plumper. I'm telling y'all, I'm just on an e.l.f. kick right now. And I'm just gonna put that on the insides around. I probably should have put this on first. And all this does, it's like really minty. All it does is stimulate blood flow to your lips. To me personally, it does not help at all with the size of my lips. Like overall, I just prefer it whenever my lips are dry because it helps like stimulate blood flow, and I don't know, I feel like it keeps them from getting too dry throughout the day. I'm just going in with Sephora Hot Tango, which is just this red. And the same brush that I went in with yesterday, I'm going to use that one and get closer around my lip line because I feel like with an actual lipstick, I can never do that without getting it everywhere. Okay, we have that done. So I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit over here. And the same brush that, if I can find it. So the same brush, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, yes, okay. So the same brush that I used to like dig into my foundation, I'm gonna use that one. It's just like a flat brush. Not putting any product on it, whatever's left on it. And I just use it to clean up. I usually only have to clean up in the corners. And then go back in with your beauty blender. And done. And this is our look. So I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight. I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna add some highlight. I'm not gonna use ring light though. If I can find my brush. I'm going to use the Unique, it's Touch. It's a cream to powder illuminizer. So what I like to do is I like to take it and dab it on my skin directly. Y'all can see that. And then take a brush and blend it out just a little bit. Pick some up on my finger and just lightly do the bridge of my nose. And then instead of using that big brush, I am going to use, I can't use that one. It has green on it. Well, give me a second. Let me find a damn brush. That's got glitter. Okay, and so I'm going to go in with a much smaller brush. This is the M124. I'm going to pick it up, and for this I'm going to go on, I guess that's the Cupid's bow. And then those, I know there's a name for this area, but I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to define it. So, and to me it helps make my lips look a little bigger. Perfect. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush, if I can find it. Okay, pencil brush, and I'm going to use just a teeny tiny bit of contour just right underneath, and it makes it kind of look like you have, you know, like your lips hanging over, so there's a shadow. Okay, and then I also typically put it right in the middle here, but I'm not going to do that today. Mostly because I don't want to mess it up, because we're looking awesome right now and I don't want to mess this up. So that is our completed look. Let me zoom out just, oh, that's in. I always do that. I'm going to get this one day. Okay, so this is our completed festive look for December 2nd, day 2 of 25 days of Christmas looks, and I hope y'all enjoy this. Hope this is something that y'all would like do maybe for like a Christmas party, an ugly sweater party, something like that. I don't know. I like it. I'm gonna go to dinner now. I hope y'all enjoy this tutorial. If y'all have any suggestions or comments or whatever, drop those. Please like and subscribe. I would love to see y'all back for all of these looks that I do. And like I said, I don't really plan these out. I just kind of go with whatever it is I feel like going with at the day. So thanks for coming by, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.